exclusive YouTube audience, thank you. Can't thank you enough. Giving me your time, giving me your energy, and just going on this journey with me. And I'm hoping that you have your own personal journey you're going to. And the greatest journeys begin with one step, people. And I know you can make that. It's so much time that we use in psyching ourselves out and thinking about what if, what could be, what might be, instead of doing anything. Very sad. Anyway, man, let's get it. Hello! Welcome, my daily report card. For every day is a continuous test with no subject. What's your answer? And was it meaningful? Things aren't gonna come your way when you want them to. Everything isn't meant to be easy and right away you're gonna make a success. You aren't gonna be noticed immediately as soon as you start something. Because who cares? You're the one with that passion. You're the one with that drive. You're the one with that energy. And you need discipline. Because that's what's going to make you fulfill your full potential. That's what's going to make you keep going when you don't want to. That's what's going to make you lay the foundation, people. And that's what I'm on. It's funny how more paths reveal themselves as you keep walking your own trail. And I'm seeing once again that I've got to build from the ground up. Being in this industry, being in my career, and I'm here for it. And it's just like how I read in Titans of Dentistry. Your license is just your ticket in the game. Now it's time to play. And with that, let's start it. First song of the day is gonna be Slide. Man. God, her and YG. Such a classic. Such a vibe. And I needed those grooves. I needed that energy right now. Starting off on our 26th season. Wow! There's no stopping. There's no stopping us. 439 times we've been together. And no sign of slowing down. What did I read today? Leaders Eat Last by Simon Sinek. And I'm so glad that I finished Start With Why, because it really laid the foundation to what it is to really be a true leader in a thriving company. And what are those characteristics and where do they come from? And he's going from everywhere. He's talking about the human biology. He's talking about history. He's giving many different examples in different industries and different worlds. And I love it. Literally one of those books where you just can't put down. Was I physically active today? Back to back. Oh, yes. And today was back in arms. And knowing the industry that I'm in, I've got to strengthen myself, especially my back. That's in my neck. That's what's really I'm working with, and there are job hazards, and that's just my particular field. However, there has to be a level of suffering that a human being has in a day to essentially create happiness. How backwards that seems. It's just the truth. And I wouldn't tell you nothing otherwise, because we're all at different levels. We all are genetically predisposed to different body types, and that's okay. However, we can still try to acknowledge and respect ourselves and our bodies and our mind and our energies. What I get from my meditations: remember to follow up on all interactions of new encounters. Constantly reach up when making new human relationships. What I succeed at today: I was able to follow up on what I did, on the connections that I made, and not just let that be a forgotten memory, and take heed to what people have to say, especially those that have been in the industry and been where I haven't been, essentially, and taking that and making my own decision from that, and taking care of business, being there for myself, being there for my family, being able to provide, and really living those 4 agreements, or the main one of always try your best. What made me smile today? In San Francisco, there's a building called 450 Sutter. And if you really live here, you know that it's a big dental building. Like, anybody who has a dentist knows somebody who goes to the dentist there. And I had a job there today, and it felt good to know I was a part of the club for a second, that I was where it was at. And I got to feel that energy and be a part of that community and see what it's like. And it just made me smile to know that I belong in these different arenas, these different environments, and it was all from hard work, from the previous foundation that was laid in education. What do I think of my day overall? It was laying the groundwork. It was suffering. It was work. It was what I needed to do. It was responsible. It was the human experience. And not that I can say that I had hella fun, or I did something, or something just stood out that made me hella laugh, but I felt content. I felt happy. I felt whole. I felt like I was a contributing member to society. I felt like a good man and human being. And if you can feel good about yourself, if you can look in the mirror and have pride in that person who's staring back at you, then that's what it is, people. That's what matters. And what grade do I give myself? I'm going with the A, people. And that's the way we want to start off the season. And I'm just glad that we're still here. And I'm going to do my best to keep on dropping episodes more often. And not make any excuses, and keep pushing and trying and believing on who I believe myself to be, who I envision that to be. And that person isn't just gonna come. he's got to be molded. He's got to be worked for. And I'm ready for that. And if you say who you want to be, if you think you're of a certain stature, prove it to yourself first. And with that, once again, you're amazing. You're amazing. You're one of one. Thank you. And thank you, YouTube audience. Really appreciate you. And also check out Storytime with Pop Pop right behind me. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Appreciate y'all.